Good morning, students. I want to make a quick video to explain to you how to write your sonnet since it is due this week. I covered this in class for the students who are in class. I covered this in the Google Meet. Several of you, and no, let me restate that. Many of you did not attend the Google Meet if you were not an in-class student. All I can say is you've got to start attending those Google Meets. If you are a virtual student, it's mandatory. We're getting into a session where you're going to need my help and my guidance, and it's those Google Meets that I can help you, guide you, and answer your questions. So please make every effort to attend those Google Meets. They're always the first even day of the week at 10:30 in the morning. I know you can get up by 10:30 and join the Google Meet. Okay, so right now I've got just a few minutes before the students come into class, so I'm going to make this video and explain to you your sonnet. Okay, according to the guidelines, for your sonnet, you will notice that you will have to write a sonnet. And I told you all, if you are virtual, you may write a sonnet to a lady. If you are a gentleman, you'll write a sonnet to a lady. It could be your mother. If you have a sweetheart, that's fine too. It could be a sonnet to your mother. It could be a sonnet to your grandmother, a wonderful aunt who's been just very special and dear in your life. So, ladies, if you want to write a sonnet to your father, if you have a sweetheart, that's fine. If you have a wonderful uncle who's been a major influence in your life, write a sonnet to your uncle. Now, your sonnet is going to be 14 lines because we are covering, if you remember from the vocab words last week, one of the vocab words was sonnet and one of them was I am. So your sonnet, we're following the pattern of the English sonnet. These are also known as the Shakespearean sonnets because Shakespeare wrote over 55 sonnets, and so sometimes they're called Shakespearean sonnets. The sonnet must be 14 lines in length. If you remember your vocab word, I am, your sonnet must have 5 I ams in each line. Remember, an I am equals 2 syllables. So if you have 5 I ams, 2 syllables times 5 equals 10. Now that is not 10 words, that is 10 syllables. You must also have the rhyme scheme pattern of AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG. Now, very quickly, I'm going to open sonnet number 5. I gave you 2 sonnets to look at as a pattern. This is sonnet number 5, written by William Shakespeare in 1609. I want to very quickly go through this. If you will notice, there are 10 syllables, and if you count them out, please count them with me as I say it. Those hours that with gentle work did frame. Okay, if you counted as I said those words very slowly, that first line had 10 syllables. Let's look at line number 2. The lovely gaze where every eye doth dwell. Okay, so I don't have time this morning to read every single line to you, but you can do this. There are a couple of other lines I want to point out that every single line will have 10 syllables. Now, syllables means how the word is broken. Some words have 2 and some words even have 3 syllables. Okay, so let's drop down and let's look at line number 5. I'm on line number 5 right now. For never resting time leads summer on. We have 10 syllables. Now look at line number 6. line number 6 says, to hit us winter and confounds him there. To hid us winter and confounds him there. Now you have to learn, for these sonnets, you have to know the English, the Old English, as well as it's modern day English too. They still speak in this pattern. You have to know the breakdown of their words to make this make sense. I want to drop down and look at line 8. Line 8, let me read it to you. Beauty o'ersnowed and bareness everywhere. Okay, I think I've read enough to you slowly so that you could count each syllable. You must remember it is not 10 words in each line, it is 10 syllables. Now I want to come back and I want to talk to you. If you look, there are 14 lines. One more thing I want to point out. If you notice this word right here, gone, this is not a separate paragraph. The word gone is actually attached to line 7, but there was not room to type the word gone on line 7. So the writer of this, when they put it on this particular document, they had to drop that word gone down. Now, if you will notice, they tabbed to indicate this is not a separate line all by itself. This word is actually attached to the previous line. It just did not fit. Now, that is perfectly permissible. However, yours is going to be written straight across on a Google Docs, so I think all of your words will fit on each line. There's another thing that I want to point out. In lines 13 and 14, this is the couplet, the rhyming couplet. I'll talk to you about that in just a moment. But this is the rhyming couplet, and these words, or these two lines, are tabbed. And if you'll notice, they're tabbed even more than the drop-down word gone. Okay, so you may indent your couplet at the end, your last two lines. This is known as your couplet. I'll explain why that is a couplet in just a moment. Okay, now let's go back to the AB pattern. Now, I told you that your rhyme scheme pattern must be AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and then your couplet at the end is a straight GG. Now, what that means is your A's have to rhyme and your B's have to rhyme totally with each other. So here we have frame, that is considered the A, and then we drop down and we have the word same in line 3. This is also the A. Frame and same are A's. We look at dwell is a B and excel is a B. They rhyme. So we have A, B. Let me do that again. We have A, my highlighter is not working. A, B, A, B. Okay, so that is our AB pattern. Now, one thing I want to point out, you may need to watch this several times over in order for that to click in your brain. But we have A, frame, B, dwell, A, frame, or same, rhymes with frame, B, excel, rhymes with dwell, AB, rhyming pattern. Now that we have finished with our AB rhyming pattern, those words go away. You cannot use words that rhyme with those again at the end of the line in this poem or this sonnet. So now we move to CD, CD. So this is a different rhyming pattern. We have the word on, rhymes with, and yes, remember this word drops down, but it should fit on the previous line. So we have on and gone. Those are what is known as the C rhyme. These are the C rhymes, on and gone. And then we have there, this is our D, there rhymes with where. Okay, I can't make that highlight. Okay, where. So on, gone, there, where. CD, CD. Okay, now the AB, AB, CD, CD, those rhyming words have to go away. You cannot rhyme with any of those ever again in this sonnet. And so now we move to EF, EF. So we get to the word left. Left rhymes with bereft. This is our E, E, okay? Now the word glass, and we look at glass and we say glass and was are supposed to rhyme. In our language, it does not. But we have to go to the British language dialect, and they would actually say gloss and was, okay? So gloss rhymes with was, and that is EF, EF. Okay, so now we have covered AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and now we're on the couplet. Now remember, the couplet is, a couplet means two, and the couplet is two lines that completely rhyme with each other at the end. So we have the word meat, excuse me, meat and sweet. And this is our GG. So if you look back over this, you see AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG. This is your rhyme scheme pattern. I'm going to do a quick review. You must write a sonnet to your lady or to your gentleman, your knight. If you're a lady, write it to the gentleman. Your sonnet must be 15 lines long. Each line, every single line, must have 10 syllables, not 10 words, 10 syllables. And you must have the ending line rhyme scheme pattern of AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and then the ending has the couplet GG. Okay, I hope this helps you. Your sonnets are due, if you are virtual, your sonnets are due Friday. If you are in class, you need to check the in-class roster to see when your sonnets are due. Now, some of you are in class and you're just home in quarantine. That does not mean that you are permanently virtual. That means that your sonnet is due whenever your class is posted that your sonnet is due. Some are due on Thursday and some are due on Friday. These are not due on Sunday.